Jide knew he couldn't continue living like this. The guilt, the pain, and the emptiness were eating him alive. He had lost his job, the respect of those around him, and most importantly, himself. It was time to face the mess he had created and start making amends. Jide started with Tenny. He returned to her apartment, this time with a clear plan in mind. When she opened the door, her exhaustion was evident. "Tenny, please hear me out," he pleaded. She hesitated, then stepped aside, allowing him in. "I've made some terrible mistakes," Jide began. "I spread those lies about you online. I destroyed your reputation because I was angry and hurt. But no amount of anger justifies what I did to you." Tenny stared at him in disbelief, her eyes welling up. "You? Jide, you did all of that?" "I did," he admitted, his voice breaking. "And I'm so sorry. I've contacted the brands that dropped you. I've shared the truth and provided evidence that the accusations were fake. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I know I don't deserve it. I just want you to have your life back." Tenny turned away, tears streaming down her face. "Jide, you don't know the hell I've been through because of you. But I appreciate you taking responsibility. Maybe one day, I'll find it in my heart to forgive you." That was all Jide needed to hear. It wasn't absolution, but it was a start. Jide's next visit was to Demila, who was now staying with a cousin after being evicted from his apartment. Demila opened the door, his face hardening when he saw Jide. "What do you want?" "To apologize," Jide said sincerely. "And to fix what I broke." Demila crossed his arms. "Fix what?" "My career. My life. Can you undo the humiliation I've faced?" "I can try," Jide said, his voice steady. "I've already contacted your former employer and told them the truth about the anonymous tip. I'm also speaking to some people in my network to help you find another job. I know it won't erase the damage, but it's a start." Demila's anger softened into weariness. "Why now, Jide? Why are you doing this?" "Because I was wrong," Jide replied. "Revenge didn't heal me, it broke me even more. I need to make things right, even if it takes the rest of my life." After a long pause, Demila nodded. "All right. Let's see if you're serious." It took months, but slowly, things began to improve. Tenny started receiving calls from brands again after Jide's efforts to clear her name. Her confidence returned, and she even agreed to have coffee with Jide one afternoon. "Why are you doing all this?" she asked him. "Because I still care about you," Jide said honestly. "And because I've realized that love isn't about punishing someone when they hurt you. It's about understanding, even when it's hard." Tenny smiled faintly. "Maybe there's hope for you yet." As for Demila, he landed a new job with Jide's help. While their friendship wasn't what it once was, they began to rebuild trust. Over time, laughter replaced tension, and they found themselves reminiscing about old times. 2 years later, Jide and Tenny stood at the altar, surrounded by friends and family. Their journey had been anything but smooth, but they had grown stronger through the trials. Standing beside Jide as his best man was Demila. "You know," Demila whispered as they waited for Tenny to walk down the aisle, "I never thought I'd see this day." Jide chuckled. "Neither did I. But life has a funny way of surprising us, doesn't it?" Demila grinned. "Just don't mess it up this time." "I won't," Jide promised. When Tenny appeared, radiant in her white dress, Jide felt a wave of gratitude wash over him. He had been to the depths of his own darkness, and now, he was standing in the light, surrounded by love and forgiveness. As Jide and Tenny shared their first dance, I want you to think about their story. When someone hurts you, what will you choose? Will you let anger consume you, or will you rise above and choose forgiveness? Will you be like Jide, learning the hard way, or will you let wisdom guide your actions from the start? Share your answers in the comments. Let's start a conversation about what it truly means to heal.